Good morning, Red Wing teachers. This is Tony Kashi speaking with another Tony's Tech Tips. In today's video, I'm going to kind of show you the ins and outs of Google Meets and how it is different from Google Hangouts. Just going to kind of walk you through a couple of different steps here and maybe give you some shortcuts as well. So for Google Meets, it's going to be up what I call the waffle, these 9 dots here. You're going to go down to Google Meet, right? This is an application in G Suite. You can see I have a standing Google Meet every day at 11 o'clock, our daily Euchre playing. But if you wanted to create a Google Meet, what you're doing is you're basically creating a conference room. You're creating a space for people to meet at. So to do that, you just join or start a meeting. Okay, and then we'll just do Red Wing High School meeting room. Okay, click continue, and then once what I've just done is I've created a conference room. I've created a place to meet, and now it's you obviously can join. This is kind of like a waiting room right here. Right? You can join or you can present your screen. You can choose to phone in instead. But what I want to show you is this web address right here is a conference room, and it's always going to be a conference room. This Red Wing High School meeting room will always be there. This is the link to it. Now, just like creating a YouTube video or something else online, just creating it isn't enough. You have to tell people that it exists. So you would be able to copy that web link. And how I use it with my students is many different ways. Okay? First way I do it is I just put it right in Google Classroom. I just create a material right there, and intermediate algebra meeting room, and it's just a link that I put in. And that they know if they need help, I'll be there during class hours, and that's the link that they click on. Another way, in each lesson that I give them, I put a link right here, a live help room. This is the same chat room that they see in their Google Classroom as well. And in your email, if you wanted to send an email like this and say, hey, meet me in this chat room, you can highlight that, put in the link, meet me here at 1 p.m. That would be another way of having them meet you there. So really think of this as a conference room that you created. You have to tell other people when to be at this place. That's the only way the meeting is going to happen. All right. There's a lot of confusion between the difference between Meets and Google Hangouts. So really, like I said, Meets you want to think of as a conference room where you can meet with as many people as you need to. And Google Hangouts, think of more as a phone. That's something that you can text back and forth and you can make phone calls with. So here, if you were to go to the waffle again and go to Hangouts, this is going to be a space where you can chat. So I have many different conversations here. If you want to create a new conversation with somebody else, you can choose from a group of people or just start typing in their name, just kind of like an email, how they'll show up once you start typing their name. You can do a video call, you can just do a phone call, or you can just chat with a message. So like here with intermediate algebra, I can just chat. Okay. And if you want to, now you can do a video call here, which that makes it a little confusing on how this is different than Meets. But the difference here is this little video camera up here. This video call is going to be like a phone call. It is going to ring on the other end. It's going to notify them that I am calling them right here and now. This really doesn't work for more than about 10 people. This should be smaller groups, things like that. But that's how it's a little bit different than a meeting room, that they will actually get a notification that I'm trying to call them right now. And if if their Google Chrome browser is up, it'll be notified. They will be notified that they have a call coming, and it'll be very apparent. It's loud, and you know something's going on. You got to go find it. So this is the Google Hangout app. Now, I don't usually use Google Hangouts there. What I do is if I go to my my email, I have my email open a lot more than anything else. If you go down here to the bottom, there's 3 things. They have Hangouts contacts, Hangouts conversations, and phone calls. What I like to have open is this Hangouts conversations, and I can even make this bigger or smaller. And now all of these are those conversations that I had in the Google Hangouts. Right here, all of these conversations are now down here as kind of a little extension to my my email. So I can be looking at I can have my email here, and then I can have this intermediate algebra chat window up like this, where we can chat, and I can send video calls that way as well. But once again, this the Google Hangouts is more for smaller groups. If you're going to be any more than 8 to 10 people, I would always suggest doing Google Meets instead. So hopefully this kind of clears up how you can be meeting with colleagues, reaching out to your students with video calls or Google Meets. And if you have any questions, just let me know.